Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 30 of Crusader Kings 2, the game where anything that can go wrong will go wrong. We are trying to find a way to retake Scotland for ourselves, and also at the same time we want to try and grab some land over here in Ireland. That is proving difficult because our Chancellor, despite having a 20% chance per year to fabricate claims, seems to be doing an absolutely terrible job. And you have a diplomacy skill of 20. I doubt we're going to find anyone better than that. No, it doesn't look like we are. So, why are you doing such a bloody piss poor job of fabricating a claim over there? Just hurry up with it, will you? We have lost our court chaplain. Let's go ahead and grab you. And what do we want to do with you? Let's go ahead and see if there are any of our vassals that we can suck up to that aren't paying their taxes to us. Do we have any bishops that aren't paying us? You're actually paying us. You're actually paying us. I think they're all paying us. They all like us more than they like the Pope, which is quite nice. Ah, fantastic. Why are you in prison? Whose prison are you in? Well, not mine, so that's fine. Okay then, we will take our new chaplain. And you can go and improve religious relations with the Pope. Not that we've used this for anything at all right now, because we just never bother with this. And people don't really like this Pope. What can we ask the Pope for? We can request money. He'd likely say no, because he's a greedy bastard. Oh well. We shall carry on. Lollard heresy has appeared. That's unfortunate. Because I've just sent my guy off somewhere. So we need to go and do some stuff down there. We can't do that just yet. Will you please hurry up? How are things going with Scotland? Of course someone's attacking Scotland. So, oh, we have an English revolt. Here we go. So down there, that's what you're doing, is it? That is your revolt. Okay. Let's go ahead and raise up vassal levies. Probably not you. Probably not you. And don't need you, you're miles away. We'll disband you. Going to have more than enough men here. We are going to be using the retinues also. So remind me again what you guys are. You're the Lollard Uprising, are you? Truces are expiring. That is good. I don't think I need to call in allies here. You're going to have a real hard day if you go that way. They may intercept some men here if we're not careful. And in fact, they have. Let's go ahead and group you together. Move you in here. Of course, we're not even at full maintenance, which makes things problematic. You can also move into there. Okay, let me just pause, because now I'm making a mess of things, because I'm sort of clicking randomly all over the place. So, this is always the difficult bit. It's just getting one massive army together. We've already pretty much wrecked their army anyway, so let's just go and move in with you. You're trying to move out. Hopefully we can catch you. No, you actually did manage to move out. Oh well, we'll continue to move in. There we go, we have engaged them. And there we go. We have won that revolt. Who was that we just locked up? That was you, that's fine. So, let's go ahead and group all of you together. We want to detach the special troops. We want to split off the retinues. I actually want to select the army, thank you. I want the retinue, you're going to move out. And then the rest of the army, you're going to disband. What have we got here? Vassal inheritance warning, not too bothered about that. What have we got here? Providing me with proof that the Baron has been slandering me. And is my son as well. No, we'll keep it to ourselves for the time being. Did get the message saying that truces were about to expire, which is quite a useful thing. Yep, indeed. The truce has expired. I can't really declare war on Scotland at the moment because there's already a bit of a war going on over here. I'm not too sure why Scotland are getting absolutely pummeled. Well, they do have a bigger army, I suppose. Let him rot. So we do want to go ahead and fight Scotland, but we don't necessarily want to do it straight the way, because these guys are going to end up winning the war otherwise, and we don't have a CB against this guy. I'm surprised Scotland has such a small army here. Scotland's about to get his entire army wiped out at this rate. Oh, I'm paused. And this guy still hasn't managed to fabricate his claim over here. Right, do we have claims anywhere else? No. And we got rid of the lollard uprising, but you still need converting over. Proselytizing. So let's go and move you there, and you can hopefully sort that out. That'll give us some more piety if the conversion happens anyway. So, yep, saddle my horse. We are, how old are we now? 79, and we're still out chasing that stag. We haven't managed to find it. Okay, this war appears to have ended. King Osmond of Scotland lost. Not too sure what actually happened there, but we are now going to go ahead and declare a war on this guy. We are going to declare the war for Scotland in the name of our nephew. Let's go ahead and send that declaration. And we are going to raise all of our vassal levies. I'm fairly certain that he basically has no troops left. Let's move everyone to Durham. And he's just literally been in a war where he's lost. So he doesn't really have any armies. So let's get everybody up into Durham if we can. I could have probably just gone and marched on him straight there and taken him out. But we'll get as many men forward as possible. We'll just try and make this one humongous death stack and just go and completely decimate everything he has. He's going to try and do something similar. But I should be able to just put massive numbers together. A destitute noble from a former enemy court asks for permanent hospitality. We could get a soldier. Or we don't really need the piety. Let's spend a little bit of money, of which we have loads, and gain ourselves a new soldier. This time it will not escape me. Yeah, we've only been saying that for, what, the last 60 years or something like that. We don't necessarily need to wait for... What have we got here? Fruitlessly scouring the countryside, you come across a small cottage in the wilds. Oh, it's the old crone one. Sell it to me. We'll see what happens. You drink the potion, you start to feel quite queasy, then you pass out. As you wake, you have a strong headache and no desire to continue your hunting expedition. The old crone has disappeared, but the guards don't seem to know where to. Oh, that's unfortunate. Right, I don't think we need to have the entire army. We've already got a fairly big group here. So, once again, we didn't manage to get the stag. You're moving your men down onto the Isle of Man. That is absolutely fantastic. That just makes it so easy for me to go and wipe you out. We're not going to worry too much about the raiders. We'll group that second army up. You can just go and siege the capital, as Scotland has basically just made it really, really easy for me to go and wipe them out. You guys go up and meet up with them. Yes, we are going to get a straight crossing here, but we've got like 3-to-1 odds against them, or 3-to-1 numbers at least. So even though we get that penalty, we should be able to win this fight quite easily. Illness has passed, which is a very good thing. Because if we die right now, that's going to end this war rather prematurely. Already at 19%. So we want to go ahead and siege out Scotland. We'll also go ahead and siege out the top duchy vassals wherever we can. Castletown has been built in Tamworth. Still got plenty of money. Could go and build something else up there. Could go and upgrade the stables. Or there's another one. We can get the keep, levy size and garrison size. We can keep building these up and increase the size of our own personal levies. Because the thing is, your vassals will actually spend their money building up their own top holdings, which will mean that they will get stronger and stronger. And if I don't keep up with them, I'm not going to be able to field as big an army as they can. So it looks like we have managed to do the conversion down there religiously. Let's just double check. Yes, we have. Can we send you back over to Rome? It would appear that we can. So let's go ahead and send you back down there. Let's go back to the war with Scotland. So things are already going quite well. We're already at 21%. They've got a few small armies around. I'm not too bothered about the raiders. We'll just leave them, let them be for now. Pope has died. So we just need to basically try and siege out these top holdings. Looks like Scotland have got some raider problems of their own. That was quite fortunate for us. Let's just engage their entire army, basically. One of our vassals given a seat in the College of Cardinals. Not really a big thing, because I tend not to play the College of Cardinals game. You have a new heir. Who's this that's died? Our nephew. Damn. The guy that we wanted to survive has just died. Okay, we need to sort some things out now, because that's just instantly ended that war, which is not good. So, we need to work out... Right, first of all, who is the heir of Scotland? He's actually a kingsman. You are a voltage. You're not terrible. You're not great, but you're not terrible. Well, that's gone and thrown a spanner in the works. In which case, then, who do we want to vote for as our new ruler? We could go for you. We could go for our son. Who do we want to go for? I still think this idea wasn't a bad one. Of course, we can't redeclare that war now because we're going to have that same... Prince Redwolf. Is that who it was giving me the option to do there? Yeah. Just a kinsman, though. And I don't really like this guy because he is... See, he's an intricate web weaver as well. I reckon we try that same trick again. And we go for Raidwolf. Right, let's see if we can do that then. So, Prince Raidwolf of England, and he is a voltage. I'm just going to type wolf because I don't know how to type that A&E letter. So, you are bloodkin, so that's fine. And then for Wales, we want the same guy. Okay, so that gets rid of that. We now have a new heir. We've not got any problem with losing titles on succession anymore. Vassal levies are raised too long, so we need to go and lower those, and we will very shortly. I doubt... Well, we can't declare war anyway, because we have... we've got units in their provinces, and we've got levies raised. So we're going to disband all of the levies. Let's just group you together. We want to split off the retinue. Where's the retinue? That's the retinue. I don't want to be leading the retinue. So we'll put some people in charge. You should be on the outside edge. You should be in the middle. You should be on the other edge. We need some more commanders. We'll take the rest of the army. Actually, we can do that here. Military, disband levies. Why do we have so few commanders here? We can get 2 more. Well, slim pickings on commanders again. But we'll take all of the ones that we can. Okay, so vassal levies have been lowered. That is fine. Barracks has been built in Leicester. Is there anything else over here that we can grab? That was completely the wrong thing to click on. Increase the fort level. Let's increase our heavy infantry attack. We'll just keep spending... We're actually running out of money. I should stop spending now. So that war ended inconclusively. We could declare a war here. We don't actually have a truce. The reason we don't have a truce is because the war ended inconclusively. We've got factions against us, which is problematic. I'm not too bothered about some of these. Known plots. Can we get any of these to end? Yes. And yes. That is a pretty big faction, but I'm not really all that bothered about it. I'd like to imprison him. Can we imprison you legitimately? No, decrease subject's opinion by 40. So we're going to try this same trick again. And we'll see if we can take Scotland once more. So we are going to try and declare war for claiming Scotland for you. This is the plan. So we're going to send that war declaration again. Once more, we are going to raise up our vassals' levies. Because remember, that makes it very difficult for our vassals to declare war on me. Because all of his men... Well, you'll still have some men. Because your vassal levies don't... when your vassals give you a levy, they don't give you all of their men. So they could still rise up against me. But I should have significant numbers. I am just going to go straight in with this army. I've got many more men than Scotland has. Hopefully we'll be able to catch some of them out. I mean, the retinue on its own is probably enough to wipe some of these stacks out without having to worry too much. So I just intend not to really give them much of an opportunity to get their army together. And what I really need to do is try and get some provinces sieged out before... Well, try and get this war over before my current ruler dies. That's going to be the trick here. Let's move straight into there. A child lacks a guardian, my son. We will educate you ourselves, I suppose. We could. Yeah, let's educate you ourselves. Will we catch you in time? No, we actually didn't. Wait for the rest of you guys to get together because you're very, very close. That was my grandson dying of pneumonia. Okay, got an army here. I'm actually leading one of the flanks here. Don't really need to be. We'll just go and finish off the stragglers, I think, while we siege out. Hopefully these sieges are going to go fairly quickly and we can win this war. And then hopefully he'll hang on to the throne until our current ruler dies. In which case we should inherit Scotland back. Then we've got to make everybody like us. Yeah, we can get another random noble in court. Okay, right. Let's go and start sieging out some of these duchies. Again, we're pretty much ignoring anything that's going on down in the world. How do our vassals like us? Most of them do like us. You don't. Obviously, we know that is a problem. Everybody else pretty much likes us, though. Can't really do an awful lot with you. Again, it would be nice if I could free up my Chancellor, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. So we're already 15% through the war with Scotland. There's 3 holdings to siege down here. We've already got one of them, so now there's only 2 remaining. We're at 18%. This one's taken an awfully long time to siege. You are going down at a rate of only 5% every 12 days. That's very slow. This is going down at 8.6. So again, this is another reason why it can be important to increase your fort level. Because that means it takes an awfully long time to siege stuff. Speaking of which, if we look at our tech... Yeah, I haven't got any new siege equipment tech that I can pick. We can go and get some of these things. Get popular customs. It increases city vassal opinion. So gets the mayors on our side a little bit more. We have a peasants' revolt, which is fantastic. Just what we needed. And that's not a problem. We'll send one of the armies down there and put that down. The other one's just going to stay up here and deal with the what we shall call the Scottish problem. You're going to go through there and then work your way down. Why am I always paused? This is from playing EU4, which is generally a faster-paced game. I'm just so used to just constantly hitting pause every time something happens. Okay, let's get you down there and go and deal with that one. And we'll just continue trying to siege out Scotland. We have now died, haven't we? Or... who died? CB no longer valid. What happened? Who died? You're still alive. I'm now the heir. I'm now the heir to this, if this guy dies. He's still in hiding. Oh, these wars, man. These wars. Okay, well, we still need to finish you off. So I'm assuming then... What happened to you? You died after a period of illness. You are bloody useless. Right, so we now need to find once more a new ruler who is going to take our place. So who do we want to nominate? We're running out of kinsmen. Well, we could go for you, the Duke of Cornwall. You're a bit of an ass, but we don't have many family members left that we could potentially play as. I mean, you are technically... We could vote to play as this guy. What are you? I've accidentally nominated in there anyway. What are you? You are pretty terrible. Yeah, so we don't want to nominate you. We want... Because what would happen then if we died, we'd get all of the kingdoms. So that would work out in our favour, but... Yeah, I think we are going to have to go for this guy here. He's not the best person, I don't think, but we want to keep the empire together. That is the thing. My wife is pregnant again. Not too bad, given the fact that I am currently 80 years old. In fact, it's actually my name. I'm King Aethelwine the Old of England. One part of being charitable is to harbour the homeless. Several villages have been destroyed in a storm and the peasants need somewhere to live. So we can reduce our castle levy size by 0.1% or lose the piety. Well, yeah, it doesn't really make a huge deal of difference. We're just going to go down here and put this revolt down. Now, the good thing now is I could go ahead and try and declare a war on Scotland because I should now... actually have a valid CB to take it myself. I should now have a claim, my own claim, on Scotland because I am the heir. At least I think so. Not bothered about that. That revolt still hasn't been put down, so we're going to chase you guys down. Now this video is running over a little bit, but we'll end the video as soon as we've dealt with this revolt. That revolt is now dealt with. There we go, and we are going to disband our levies, and the retinue is still up there. Okay, so when we come back next time, we will possibly once again declare a war on Scotland and see if we can manage to do anything. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying CK2. If you are, please do consider leaving a like, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye for now.